James Gunn is going to be directing Superman Legacy. Who's shocked?
Oh my God!
Nobody. Of course. Yeah, nobody's shocked at all. Of course. But it did trend, so, obviously the full circle, hashtag full circle, when it came to Snyder Code, that trend too, but also this trended as well. So, there is that. And then, of course, people are like a little suspicious that, because Zack Snyder announced or, posted that video today. So then James Gunn announced that he was, in fact, directing Superman Legacy. A little interesting, but I'm like, okay, could be a coincidence. Might not be. Who knows? But again, I just think he tweeted it out. He said, yes, I'm directing Superman Legacy to be released on July 11th, 2025. Again, this date will probably change because they all freaking change. I don't know why they put out dates 2 years ahead of time, 2.5 years, because it always freaking changes. My brother, Matt, told me when he saw the release date, he started to cry. I asked him why. He said, dude, it's Dad's birthday. I hadn't realized. So now James is probably going to fight to keep this date, but you just never know what's going to happen. And I hope he does keep this date because it is his dad's birthday. He continued on by saying, I lost my dad almost 3 years ago. He was my best friend. He didn't understand me as a kid, but he supported my love of comics and my love of film. And I wouldn't be making this movie now without him. It has been a long road to this point. I was offered Superman years ago. I initially said no because I didn't have a way in that felt unique and fun and emotional that gave Superman the dignity he deserved. Then a bit less than a year ago, I saw a way in many ways centering around Superman's heritage, how both his aristocratic Kryptonian parents and his Kansas farmer parents inform who he is and the choices he makes. So I chose to finally take on writing the script, but I was hesitant to direct. I don't blame him, despite the constant pestering by Peter Safran and others to commit. Sorry, Peter. Just because I write something doesn't mean I feel it in my bones, visually and emotionally, enough to spend over 2 years directing it, especially not something of this magnitude. But the long and the short of it, I love the script, and I'm incredibly excited as we begin this journey. Hashtag up, and away. So there you go. James Gunn officially confirming it. And what a way to do it. What a way to post the tweets. To be honest, you should have did it in a video, James. I'm just saying. Video is a little bit better than, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Tweets, fine. But I'm just saying, video, that would have been, would have been a better way, I thought. But you guys know how I feel about this. I didn't want him to direct it. I just felt like he wasn't a fit for it. And of course, a lot of people are really hating on it. I've seen some of the tweets and some of the reactions to it. A lot of people are very excited about it. Sure, very, very excited about it because, they like James Gunn and they're looking forward to what he can bring to Superman. And I'm curious. Obviously, we've been talking about this for a long time now. And the fact of the matter is, the fact that he turned it down and then realized how he could approach Superman in a unique way, I went, okay, you have my attention. The fact that he turned it down and then a couple of years later goes, you know what? I think I have an idea to do it. And then he's feeling passionate about it. And I went, okay, you have my attention. You have my attention. Am I worried? Absolutely. I'm absolutely worried. But I'm not one of those people that think that James Gunn is just like one tone. These are the people that have only watched Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like, yeah, he's just got one tone. And then they watch the Suicide Squad. He's got one tone. This is all he does. I'm like, you should watch Super, watch Sliver, watch some of the other stuff that he was involved in. He's not one-toned. And a lot of people are thinking that, Superman's just going to be a bunch of dick and fart jokes. And I'm just kind of going, okay, there's going to be some humor, obviously. There's going to be some humor, yes. And I hope it doesn't go too far into the dick and fart jokes. But, there's going to be something there. But I'm just like going, okay, but he is a filmmaker. And, filmmakers, they like to challenge themselves. They like to be different. And I think, James Gunn is not any different when it comes to that. And we all know that there is a lot riding on this Superman Legacy movie because this is the first movie that is going to be coming out with this new DCU. So there is a lot of pressure on it for it to be critically and financially successful. Because if it's not, you know, the new DCU is just going to go kaput, and then what? We're going to get another reboot? So I'm, of course, rooting for it because I don't hate James Gunn. I also don't love him, which I've said many times. I'm just rooting for him to be like, all right, show me something. Show me your spin on Superman. Okay? Do I think it's going to be better than Man of Steel? No, not at the moment, because that's just up here. That's just way up here for me. But if he gets close to it, and hey, you never know. Maybe he would surpass it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm rooting for it. I'm like, okay, here we go.